Today we're going to look at the Stitt Cold Ultraviolet Model S device. This is one of these medical devices that was around from the 20s through even as late as the 60s, I understand. And this one, I'm not sure of the age exactly, but I got it at an estate sale from a woman who had been deceased. She was in her 90s. It says, "Warning, do not look at lighted tube as ultraviolet rays sunburn the eyes." So, to protect, quote-unquote, the eyes, it came with 2 pair of goggles, and these are they don't have any tinting, made of some sort of leather and a lightweight aluminum, I think it's aluminum frame, and that feels like glass. And there is a battery mode for the ultraviolet S-ray Model S. It is a 6-volt battery, and there is a timing device, a timer, on-off switch for the line cord, or on-off switch for the battery. That's the battery mode, and this is the electrical mode. Now this, I have never plugged in. I've owned this device for years. Never plugged in because I'm afraid I might start a fire. So, one of my friends is going to help me try to make this a little bit safer, and then we will try to plug it in. But what is this used for, you might ask? And we'll look at the manual in a bit, but first I want to look at these parts. This is a bulb of some sort. Plug. And we have this. Another part here, and another version. It looks like you would cover this tube with that, possibly. Okay, so what's this good for, you might ask? Well, a whole bunch of things. Oh, good. This is the technical specifications of the Stitt Model S UV. That was the grid burner, and this is the orificial burner. Here is the Manual of Technique, how to use. Dr. Charles Stitt, 1944 Beechwood Drive, Hollywood, California. It tells you how to use it to cure or treat all kinds of things. Has been tested in the Department of Bacteriology, Queen's University, Kingston, Ontario, Canada, the Kingston General Hospital, by Dr. R.C. Burr, Director of the Department of Radiology, and the Providence Hospital, Seattle, Washington, by Dr. Alfred L. Ball, Pathologist. The above institutions highly recommend the use of the Stitt medical instruments. The approved scientific laboratories of R.C. Burr, Ph.D., Pasadena, California, have tested and approved the complete apparatus as to quantitative, qualitative, and physiological properties. The Stitt medical instruments are used by the Ministry of Health, Great Britain, and the United States Army and Navy. The Stitt Cold Ultraviolet Model S instruments bear the seal of acceptance of the American Medical Association Council on Physical Therapy. And there are instructions and data on the use of the device, but the interesting part is what's it good for. General technique. Abscesses. It basically, for each treatment, it's what's the aim, what's the instrument, what's the time of exposure, what's the frequency of exposure, and some extra notes. I don't know what adenitis is, but it's there. Boils, carbuncle, phelon, furunculosis, anemia, arthritis, asthma, cold sore, enteritis, fistula, osteomyelitis, rhocitis, which is rickets, I could leave that one, sciatica, synovitis, tuberculosis, acne, bedsore, burns, dermatitis, eczema, erysipelas, staph, herpes zoster, ichthyosis, isn't that something fish gets? The fish get? Impetigo, lichen planus, lupus vulgaris, pityriasis, pruritus, psoriasis, ringworm, syncosis, ulcer, urticaria, and it goes on. Gonorrhea, angina, conjunctivitis, dental extraction, lovely. Ooh, trench mouth, whatever that is.